A more in-depth look at Facebook Messenger bots. Don't let the word bot throw you off. I can understand why people have all sorts of misgivings regarding this word. After all, when we hear of this word, we instantly think of unpleasant things. We think about spyware being sent by zombie computers all over the world and people's computers being hijacked by malicious software. We also think about hackers installing bot software on sensitive computers to perpetuate crimes or denial of service attacks. Also, when we think about bots, we think about malicious and seemingly autonomous pieces of code that create all sorts of havoc. Finally, people looking for a date online are very familiar with bots, and they don't have a very favorable view of them. Dating apps like Tinder and Grindr are often susceptible to fake dating profiles. When people try to connect with seemingly attractive users, they get led on a wild goose chase thanks to some sort of automated script. After they've wasted quite a bit of time talking to these accounts, they realize that they're actually talking to a bot. The bot simply just reacts to whatever keywords they type in with some pre-canned script or dialogue. The key is to get the other person to continue talking until they've softened up to want to click a link. That link can go to an online strip show or a paid dating service. In other words, dating bots are just simply fancy schemes in spamming people. As you can well imagine, given all these descriptions, a lot of online consumers don't exactly have a very favorable view of automated communication software, aka bots. But the good news is that bots aren't all bad. Facebook Messenger bots are proof of this. Facebook Messenger bots take advantage of the Facebook Messenger platform automation features. Facebook made quite a stir when it announced that it has redesigned its Messenger service. You can install it separately, or you can install it as part of your Facebook app on your mobile device or computer. Whatever your installation is, Facebook Messenger is designed in such a way that it can be automated. By using scripts, you can program your Facebook Messenger app to send predetermined text to people contacting it. It's like calling customer service number and being asked to press different buttons depending on the nature of your inquiry. But instead of voice prompts, you do this with keyword or phrase prompts. For example, if you run an online shoe store and people are interested in Nike Air shoes with certain attributes, they can type in the brand name and the model or any other identifying information, and then you can set up Facebook Messenger bot to give your prospective customer key information like availability, price, and variations that may be in stock. Facebook Messenger bot common features. There are many different types of Facebook Messenger bots currently in existence, but regardless of their seeming differences, they do have common features. Purely inbound. Messenger bots will only send you a message if you message them first. If somebody goes to your Facebook page and clicks on the messenger icon because they're interested in your online catalog or your service description, they can click the messenger button and leave a message. In other words, they initiate the relationship. You don't use your bot to message people who have no prior relationship with you. It's all inbound, not outbound. Trigger specific. Since Facebook Messenger bots are inbound, they filter inquiries based on certain key phrases. In many cases, Facebook page operators would give a short menu of trigger words to potential customers engaging with their Facebook Messenger bot. For example, to use the online shoe store scenario, I can put on my Facebook page, "Contact us today," type availability, or type of shoe, type brand to get more information. Basically, I'm giving a cheat sheet to prospective buyers on how to use my Facebook Messenger bot. When they type in that information, they'd get information back. If they type the wrong information and it doesn't prompt the right feedback, I can put a generic catch-all message that notifies them that I read all engagements, and once regular business hours resume, I will get in touch with them through Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger is rule-driven. Another great thing about Facebook Messenger bots is that you can automate them based on rules. So, depending on how the customer responds to the information you send them, which in and of itself is a response to their initial inquiry, you can create a decision tree that sends different messages depending on the prompt. This is not much different from calling a call center in India or the Philippines. When you call a call center, you are routed by an initial screening system, and depending on your question or inquiry, you are sent to other specialists. This is especially true if you're looking to resolve credit card issues, billing statements, or financial transactions. There is some sort of decision tree involved, and you can use a similar approach with your Facebook Messenger bot. Facebook Messenger bot limitations. As awesome as the common features of most Facebook Messenger bots may be, Bots do have quite a number of limitations. If you're excited about using this Facebook messaging technology to expand your business, you might end up overextending yourself, or you might assume an overly optimistic assumption about current bot technology. It's a good idea to be as realistic as possible because, as amazing as chatbots are, they do have serious limitations. They cannot read minds. Please understand that chatbot technology is still a work in progress. We haven't reached the point yet where you can post an ambiguous word and automatically expect the bot to know what you're talking about. You basically have to train your customers to use certain keywords and phrases to either start the conversation properly so as to trigger the right information, or step them through the decision tree process so they are feeding the bot the right bits and pieces of information so as to trigger the right response. This can be quite clunky and awkward depending on how long the decision tree is and how many alternative pieces of information are possible with each branch of the logic tree. They can require fancy coding. If you want a really professional Facebook Messenger bot, you need somebody who can code it using Facebook's commands in a robust way. While you don't necessarily have to have coding skills to come up with a fairly straightforward bot, if you want it to be deep, nuanced, robust, and scalable, you would need professional help. This might set you back quite a bit of money because people who know their way around the Facebook Messenger bot automation aren't exactly cheap. They have to comply with Facebook's terms of service. Facebook is under a tremendous amount of legal pressure currently. We all know the regulatory heat it is facing in terms of user data and user privacy. But above and beyond these fairly familiar issues, Facebook's automation process is a very touchy area. This is why Facebook is clear. You can use Facebook Messenger purely as an inbound system. You cannot turn it into some sort of spam machine that basically messages people who haven't even been to your page. There has to be some sort of pre-existing engagement or point of contact between your business's presence on Facebook and your prospect. Maybe they visited your page. Maybe they are part of a group that you control. Maybe they left a comment on your page. There has to be some sort of initial trigger that was purely initiated by your customer. You cannot initiate it yourself because Facebook will view that as spam. Another related limitation Facebook imposes as part of its terms of service involves timing. When a person interacts with your brand on Facebook, you have 24 hours to send that person the initial message and then a follow-up message. That's all you're allowed. Anything you do past this point would be a violation. The only way to get around this, of course, is if your prospect contacts you again through Messenger and then you have another opportunity to send an automated message and then follow up. Keep this rule in mind. They have to make the first move and then you get the right to reply. And then, after 24 hours, you get to send another reply, but that's it. At this point, they have to keep contacting you for you to keep sending them messages. This might seem pretty straightforward, but if you're looking for a more robust or aggressive way of engaging with your customers, this term of service limitation is quite a hefty one. How can Facebook Messenger bots grow your audience? Please understand that the Facebook Messenger chatbot is not a spam bot. I can't emphasize this enough. It's very easy to think that just because Facebook has opened its Messenger platform to automation, marketers can go wild with it. No, if you go nuts, Facebook will not only block you, but cancel your account, and, to add insult to injury, ban you. That's spamming on Facebook. Whether you're using page spammers, group spammers, comment spammers, or Messenger chatbot spammers, it is not a winning strategy. If you truly want to make money on Facebook, you have to do it the legit way. This means building a brand and conducting yourself with the highest level of professionalism and integrity. In other words, use Facebook like a legitimate business would use it. I just want to get that out of the way because it's very easy for a lot of marketers to think that Facebook Messenger automation is some sort of backdoor or shortcut to getting a tremendous amount of traffic from Facebook. While you can get quite a bit of traffic from Facebook, using bots responsibly enables you to build a sustainable business. This is not some sort of one-time, big-time bot technology. Get that idea out of your head. In many cases, less is more. Sure, using the techniques that I'm going to share with you below, you may get a lower volume of traffic compared to a spamming strategy. But if you are looking to build a sustainable business, this is the way to go. What's the point of getting millions of visitors only to see a tiny fraction of them convert? Worst of all, you only get one chance to drive that traffic. After Google has banned those accounts, you then buy new accounts and start over again, and on it goes. That is not a sustainable business. That is not how you build the kind of online brand that would withstand the test of time. I have something better in store for you. Keep watching. Bot-based traffic recruitment, comment, and profile-based messenger marketing. The best way to use Facebook Messenger bots to grow your audience is to start with the existing presence you already have on Facebook. This means people must come to you. Facebook Messenger bot is not going to be the tool that is going to drive visitors from the rest of Facebook to your particular page. It doesn't work that way. Well, at least the responsible use of Facebook Messenger bot doesn't work that way. Instead, Facebook Messenger chatbots are intended to automate the engagement your Facebook marketing has already driven to your Facebook page. In other words, it is an inbound tool. It is not an outbound spam software that you use to pull traffic from other places on Facebook. A lot of people might think that since it is inbound, it necessarily cripples or greatly diminishes the power of Facebook Messenger bots. Actually, it doesn't. It actually increases the likelihood that your visitor would have a favorable view of your brand. The most common way you can use Facebook Messenger bots is when somebody posts a comment on your Facebook page. You have many posts on your page and somebody visiting your page leaves a comment. Normally, this comment just stays there until you have the time and opportunity to view the comment and respond. Usually, business owners would respond with another comment. With Facebook Messenger bot automation, the moment somebody leaves a comment on your post on your page, Facebook Messenger opens up and sends them a reply. Facebook then allows you, within the span of 24 hours, to send another message. You get to send out an initial response, and then you follow up. After this point, if the prospect likes your response, they can then send another inquiry and the process repeats itself over again. This back and forth with your prospect can lead to many great things. It could be an opportunity for you to share even more content links with your prospect. It can also lead to that person getting the kind of answers that they need. A lot of times, they have very basic questions like, what are your hours? Do you have certain things in stock? Do you have a tracking code? What is the status of my order? That kind of thing. This saves you a tremendous amount of time and money as far as customer support goes. This page-based automation can also lead to actual sales. When somebody leaves a comment on your product listings on your page, you can respond with the available options for a product. They can then select a product and close the deal right in Messenger. This is a very powerful opportunity because over 50%, closing in on 80%, of all users use mobile devices like mobile phones and tablets to interact with the internet. Your business really can't afford to assume that your customers are going to be in front of a laptop or a desktop computer. By starting, processing, and closing the sale using Facebook Messenger, everything takes place in a mobile environment. This can explode your sales volume. Use Facebook Messenger bots to qualify your prospects from your Facebook page. I wish I could tell you that the vast majority of people that find themselves on your Facebook page are actual buyers. If you've been doing any kind of online marketing and you know your way around Facebook, you know that this isn't true. You know that this is a fantasy. For the most part, the vast majority of people on your page are somewhat confused. They're not quite clear as to what they're looking for or what they need. They have a lot of questions. This is a tremendous opportunity. There is some filtration process happening. Maybe for 100 people, 10 will end up buying. Still, those are 10 sales you would not have had if you did not have this sales filtration process in place. Using your Facebook Messenger bot to qualify your prospect by answering their questions, creating some sort of decision tree for your responses, and, if they are the right type of person with the right need at the right time, you can close the deal off Facebook Messenger itself. In other words, you give them the answer they're looking for precisely at the time they are most interested in buying the service or merchandise you are promoting. Use it as an info delivery platform for your comments call to action. When you leave a comment on blogs that use Facebook's comment plugin, you can generate sales. I know that sounds outlandish to a lot of people. I mean, after all, you're just commenting. You're just sharing your thoughts. Well, you can comment as your page. And if people think that what you have to share is credible and adds value to the conversation, you end up positively branding your business. They can see that you are credible. They can see that you know what you're talking about regarding your niche. They then are more likely to click on your profile and end up on your Facebook page. Once they are on your Facebook page, they can then chat with you through the chat widget or icon. To turbocharge this process, you should share high-quality content and all of your comments to posts that are closely related to your niche, which use the Facebook comment plugin. A critical piece of your comments is the call to action. You're basically saying to the person who found your answer credible to check out your Facebook page. Or, if you're feeling quite aggressive, tell them, click on my page profile for more information, and if you want to get a hold of me, click on the chat button. This might seem like a stretch, but it actually works if you post high-quality content. If your content positions you as some sort of expert or a credible authority in your field of expertise, people will take you up on your offer. Please understand that real experts are few and far between. Oftentimes, the people who post comments to blog posts post irrelevant comments that are simply off base. When it's readily apparent that you know what you're talking about, people would at least be interested in your Facebook page. And from there, they can engage with you on an automated basis by simply clicking that messenger icon on your page. When people take you up on your call to action, what can you do? Well, as I have mentioned above, you can send them more content. You can also qualify them to possibly get a sale from them. There are many ways you can do it. What's important is that they reach out to you first. This is inbound. This is not you spamming and pulling people into a chat. They have to make the first move, and then you send them an automated response. From there, they can then make certain decisions that triggers specific pre-written responses from your bot, and this can lead to sales or can lead to the prospect viewing more content, which would later qualify them for a conversion. Where can you post your comments with your call to action? You can do this on blog posts that use the Facebook Comments plugin, as I've mentioned above. You can also use this on Facebook pages. You can post as your page account on other businesses' Facebook pages. You can also do this on your own Facebook groups. You can post content that has a link to your chatbot on your Facebook group's content posts.